In the past few months, a lot has been changing around the world thanks to the Rona, and skateboarding is no exception. With a lot of people not going to work, skate parks being closed, and some people required to stay at home, skaters have been required to face some challenges we've never seen before. And because of this, there's been a ton of new types of skaters roaming the streets, and also staying at home. So I decided to bring back the series that started it all, and make another 10 skaters you will meet video, Quarantine Edition. So sit back, enjoy, and make sure to smash that like button for YouTube algorithm before we begin. So without taking up any more time, let's jump right into it. The Roof Sender. The Sender is a skater I've covered extensively before on his channel, and it's just that one guy that will do anything you put in front of him. They're always striving to get the biggest air, the fastest speed, and be able to either execute it perfectly or flirt with death and come through completely unscathed. But now with half the world on lockdown, a lot of these skaters are not able to leave their own house, making them completely bored out of their mind. But if there is a will, there is a way. It only takes so much time in solitude till a sender's urges just get too strong to control and they have to go out and do something crazy. And of course, the first natural thing the Senate skater will do is jump off their house. Like, why wouldn't you do that? This has become so rampant that at this point, I see a new video of someone skating off the roof of their house almost every single day. And I'm not complaining at all, I love it. The fails are about as funny as they get, and the makes are impressive to say at least. And I really just gotta give it to the Ascendant skaters on this one. They sure know how to improvise, and they're definitely getting through quarantine just fine. The Quarantine Newbie. All this spare time everyone has means that more people are going out and trying new things, and skateboarding is definitely no exception. I don't know about all you watching at home, but at this point, almost every single time I go out, I see someone skating in flip-flops or pushing Mongo. And overall, I believe a lot of people are picking up skateboarding as a quarantine hobby. And this is a great thing. A lot of skaters might hate on them because they don't know what they're doing, or they might consider them posers, but honestly, that's just not what it's about. At the end of the day, if they're having fun, that's really all that skateboarding is really about, right? And I mean, it kind of makes sense why people are picking up skateboarding, especially right now, over any other time in the past few years. Everyone at this point is just kind of tired of staying inside. You know, America just kind of said, yeah, we're tired of Corona. Let's go party. And skateboarding is a perfect activity to be able to go explore your city or town or wherever you live with your friends or by yourself, and you're still going to be able to stay safe and social distance away from everybody else. And it's definitely a lot more fun than walking, so I kind of understand where everyone's coming from in this one. The homemade skate park skater. Of course, not everybody can go outside. Maybe someone in your family is a high-risk person, or you just live in a heavily affected area. But skateboarders have a solution for this too. While homemade mini ramps and garage rails have always been common sight in skateboarding and have been the perfect place to fine-tune your skating, the quarantine seems to have really pushed a lot of these skaters to the extreme, making them turn their whole house into a functioning skate park. I'm talking mini ramps, rails, ledges, and everything else under the sun that they deem skatable. Like, you can skate chairs, coffee tables. I've pretty much seen it all at this point. And the only thing limiting these skaters is really their own creativity, with all the spare time they have to just do anything they want. Of course, not everyone can do this, including me, and I'm sure we're all jealous, because if we could all have access to something like this at our home, we would never want quarantine to end and make us go back to our daily responsibilities. The DIY skate park skaters. So while most of us can't build a skate park in our own home, that doesn't mean you can't go out and build it on a forgotten patch of land that no one uses. And the DIY skate park skaters have got this down to a science, especially in times like these. When most skate parks are closed down right now, it's the perfect time to grab all your skateboarding friends and build your own skate park. And you honestly don't really need much to do it. While of course you could go the extreme way and start pouring concrete and molding your DIY spot into perfection, all you really need to have a good time is just a school parking lot with some curbs and a homemade ledge and, you know, maybe a rail. Skating stuff like this with your friends leads to a lot of fun, and it's honestly a lot more relaxing than skating in a skate park when you feel like someone's always watching you. So in my opinion, this is one of the best ways you can spend your time skating right now. The sus skater. Almost everyone you see skateboarding right now is skating in the streets, and most of them are pretty chill and young and not in a demographic that's at risk, meaning you can with reason interact with each other normally. But every now and then you will run into this skater that's just really sus.
I'm aware that a lot of you niggas don't like me, but I don't care what.
This is the skater that has that cough that can be heard from a mile away, but he still decides it's a good idea to go out and skate. And this guy will always say that he's chill, he's good, totally not sick. But like, come on, dude. I'm sure you don't have corona, but you gotta have some consideration for others. For some reason, these people are always the most touchy and giving you out hugs and all of that. Like, a fist bump's cool, but I'm not trying to be sick right now, bro. I know it's really hard out in this summer weather to stay at home, but I mean, just come on. I don't want everyone giving us looks while we're trying to skate. And I guess that just leaves it with the rest of us. The skaters that are either stuck at home, bored out of their mind, or they're skaters out in the streets skating. Personally, I've actually been enjoying quarantine quite a lot. None of my friends have work and we have all the time in the road to hang out. A lot of the street spots I usually wouldn't be able to skate because they have security aren't being patrolled as much. And while sure it kinda sucks not being able to practice my mini ramp tricks, I've been improving my street skating skills a lot more and I'm really enjoying it. So let me know how you've been skating during this quarantine and let me know if you think I've missed any skaters. And I know like 90% of you watching right now aren't subscribed, so just please do me a favor and subscribe so you never miss another upload. Anyway, that's all I have for you today, and I'll see you again next week.